Hey everybody, I am here. Happy Monday, President's Day. Today is February 17th, 2020. I am your girl, Miss Nicole Tyler. Yes, I am here early with you all today on this beautiful, sunny Monday here in Richmond, Virginia. I am out and about. I'm feeling like a nice old steak. Y'all, T-bone steak right now. So I'm gonna run into the store. I'm gonna get me a T-bone steak. I already got mashed potatoes at the house. I already got me some asparagus spears in the damn cabinet. Okay, and I'm gonna put all that together and have me a nice old piece of lunch. Okay. Hi everybody, my name is Miss Nicole Tyler. Thank y'all for being here today. Yes. This is just gonna be some what is it, 1219 here in the cap city of Richmond, Virginia, y'all. I am here. How many of y'all are out on lunch right now? How many of y'all are out at lunch right now? Well, I'm not at lunch right now because I'm going to go in and buy me a piece of nasty old steak. Okay, that is what I'm feeling like right now. So that is what I'm going to do. Y'all know, as usual, I have the phone lines open. 804-528-7766. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, come on in the room. Come on in the room, y'all, so we can see what's on everybody's minds today. I have not been on the YouTube streets too much today, but I just want to give a shout out to Miss Philadelphia. I want to give a shout out to Yamin. I want to give a shout out to Wolverine. I want to give a shout out to Sam Kiki, honey, because she was dropping money on the floor. And I also want to give a shout out to ZT, who was also in the building on yesterday. That show, please, if you all have not seen the Car Chronicles for the weekend, look at all the videos, okay, starting on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Please, when y'all get off y'all lunch break, or even if you're on your lunch break, go and plug in Car Chronicles, Nicole Tyler, Sexy Cleaner Ruler. Watch all those damn videos Friday, Saturday, Sunday of Car Chronicles. Trust me, y'all gonna get y'all damn life. Y'all know I don't disappoint. Please watch those videos. You're gonna get your damn life. I promise you. And when you watch those videos, y'all hit me up in the comment section and say, Nicole, y'all gonna get y'all life. Trust and believe me, y'all gonna get y'all life. Yesterday, Yamin and Miss Philadelphia was going back and forth, child. It was everything. It was epic, okay? And I still don't think that it is finished. I still think they still got a little bit more to say. That's just what I'm saying. I don't know if on their ends they have deadened it, but in my opinion, they ain't finished, okay? Because I promise y'all something. You seen the way both of them talk, right? You know they get at each other. Trust me, they like to argue and debate like me, so they probably gonna got some more to say. I said it, okay? Mr. Wolverine, y'all, he came on yesterday. Y'all gotta go watch the videos. He came on, honey. In his mind, he's a content creator that just goes around to people's chats and just be commenting it up. He ain't no damn content creator, but in his mind, honey, so he calls in with all his commentary. Okay, I like that, Wolverine. So Wolverine, you can call my show anytime. I was trying to demote you to Sheeperine since you had winning on Fyebabe's channel, and in my opinion you were sucking some toes, but you know what, I'm gonna give you Wolverine. I'm not gonna disrespect you no more. I'm going to go ahead on and give you Wolverine back, and you can call my show anytime with the T. Okay. Wolverine, y'all called in to talk about Mr. Van and Tracy. In his mind, he don't believe what Tracy did. He don't like what Tracy did, okay? He thinks that Tracy threw the whole kitchen sink at Mr. Van. I think that Mr. Van threw the whole kitchen sink at Tracy. And I also think that Rick Reed picked up the whole damn apartment building and threw it at Mr. Van. Okay, forget the kitchen sink, forget the toilet, forget the microwave. He just picked up the whole apartment and just threw it at Mr. Van. Okay, he had Mr. Van laid out. Okay. So much that Mr. Van came at Tracy. He was delusioned, he was dazed, he was confused. He didn't know who did what. So he attacked Tracy. Okay, this is what Mr. Van did. He didn't know who came at him. Rick Reed the beat the boy, knocked him in the head so many times, blah, 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 that he came at Teresa the wrong one. I said it. So Wolverine, him and Teresa are going through a little something right now. So hopefully you all know it's the Love Month. It's also Black History Month. It's also President's Day. So maybe in the future, these people can work it out. Okay. Kiki, I'm hearing, you people are whispering on the YouTube streets that you said you bought me. Child. Girl. Now, I want to thank you for all of your donations super chats that you gave Miss Nicole Tyler, but honey, it's going to take a whole lot of just some damn super chats to pay for me, honey. Okay, what the hell you think I am? You think my name is VS for the VS 2.0? No. It's going to take a lot more than super chats to buy me. All right. Okay. Bling, bling, ching, ching, and bling, bling on that. So I don't know why people are saying that she said she bought me. No, I cannot be bought. And if I'm gonna allow you, I have to allow you to do this for me. If I'm gonna allow you to pay for me, you gotta really have some money for me. I'm a grown woman. I'm older than you. Okay, get into that. All right, but I do thank you for your super chats. All are welcome over here. Cash App $703P. Okay, and you all can donate and all that stuff, but don't be. This is what I heard that you said. I don't know if it's true, but you cannot be saying you bought me, and for that little bit of money, girl, you need to put some more zeros behind that if you're gonna say you bought me. Okay, make yourself look good and make me look good too. Don't be saying you bought me for some damn super chats. Chad, come on, have some pride about yourself. If you're going to say you bought somebody, at least add a couple of zeros to it. I said it. Okay, so you can really be bragging and boasting on the streets. Okay, I said it. All right, y'all. 804-528-7766. Now, people are having some reservations about Miss Fyebabe, as usual. As usual, y'all. People have some reservations about Miss Fyebabe. I don't know why people get all the attention over Fyebabe, because Fyebabe, in her mind, instead of her, thinking of herself as a queen who's beautiful, she thinks of herself as playing with her punani and it's smelling like fish. Like, she's the only one that I know that willingly, other than some flamboyant gay men, people, women, whatever you want, put them in that basket, she's the only one who willingly calls her stuff between her legs fish. Like, I don't know no woman that does that. Not no woman. I don't know any women that do that. Okay. But that's Fyebabe. when it's Fyebabe saying these things, y'all, I just go, it's her. This is what she calls her stuff. She plays with her stuff, and she said it is fishy. That's what she says. She said these things on her platform. So okay, I'm not trying to roast and gag her. She said these things, y'all. She's the only one I know, that says that the slave master was after the black women because we had good fish. I don't know. She does got black history a little messed up. She got, slavery a little messed up. But it's Fyebabe, so I don't really take Fyebabe seriously. It's not like if Fyebabe, was reading a book, was having some type of party at her home where she was going to be reading books or telling stories. I'm going to definitely come to listen to her teach me and preach to me. Oh, hell to the no. You got a lot of people over there in Babe Nation, y'all. They listen to this woman and they take to this, what this woman says is Bible, not Nicole Tyler. Okay. She will not be getting a coin from me to teach me anything. Okay. I'm just gonna keep it real, Fyebabe. This is not no roasting gag on you. I respect you as a woman, but I mean, just like I have limitations, you also, my dear, has limitations. And talking about Black history, which is all of our right, because we are, part of Black history. We are Black, But I think that you got some of the details a little skewed, and but if that's the way it's gonna make you feel like you are a strong Black woman by saying some of these crazy things that you say. Hey, go for it. All right. That's all I had to say really on that. I don't really have anything else to say regarding Fyebabe, because Fyebabe is a little limited sometimes. Sometimes she's a little limited, and I can be too. And also, I mean, let's just keep it real. I'm going to go back to what we were saying back in 2018 about Fyebabe, that she does drink. Okay? If you all know some of the roasting gags I've said about Fyebabe, is that she has yellow eyes. She has jaundiced eyes due to her drinking, allegedly, alcohol in the morning, okay? And it has scarred her liver and caused her to have some yellow eyes, okay? She does all the time have problems with her damn eyes. She always saying that she got pink eye. Fyebabe, you really do need to go to the doctor about that, because you're the only one I know get pink eye every other month. I don't know what the hell that is about. Something in your apartment is messing with you, allergies, something's going on with you. You need to go really take a look at what the hell is wrong with your eyes. And also you need to go to a hepatologist, which has to do with your liver, and you may need to get a liver screening. I said it. Now, I'm not trying to roast and gag you, but you may need to work, see what's going on with your eyes, why they are a little jaundiced. Okay? 804-528-7766. I said it. Now, that's all I got going on, is what's going on with me. Okay? So let me see who is in the building. Let me see who's in the building today with Miss Nicole Tyler at this lunch hour. Hey, Battle Cat, thank you for being here. Dang Donnie. Somebody said she's just a drunk. She's slow. Okay. Well, y'all know, people, for some reason, people think that, they still think that Butter was on the YouTube streets, and I've told some of y'all that was not Butter, that was Fyebabe. Butter don't want to be a part of these streets. She may have paid Butter to, to use his name and to open up an account, but we all seen Butter. Butter does not have the stamina. His vocabulary worse than mine. I said it. Okay? He does not have no intentions of being a YouTuber. He didn't even it looked like he was struggling to do the 1 or 2 videos that he damn it did. So I don't know why people are still saying that Butter was over there in that damn Chicks live. I don't believe that. All right, we got a caller. See who's calling on this beautiful, fabulous Monday. Hello, this is Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment on anything that's going on, even in the damn world?
Hey there, Miss Nicole. How you doing today?
Hey, okay, there, Terrence. You're calling because of the viewers wanted to hear from you. So how have you been doing?
I've been all right, Nicole.
That is
great. What I wanted to tell you about that Kiki situation. I knew that was gonna happen. I felt it. That's why I told you to take the money and run.
He's a prophet.
I knew that was gonna happen.
You knew it was gonna happen, huh? That she was gonna say that she bought me.
Yeah, I knew that because she crazy like that.
Yeah. I don't understand why she would. I mean, I don't even understand it. But it's not for me to understand certain people's mentality and what they're going through in their minds. My job is to try not to judge. Try to be respectful to all.
Would you her in your chat?
Say it again, sir. Say it again, Terrence.
Would you still welcome her in your chat?
Yeah. Yes. I have no problems with Kiki.
And you know something else about the call-in yesterday?
Somebody said that she didn't say that. Battle Cat said she didn't say that. But I did hear that, Battle Cat. Go ahead, Terrence.
Yeah. That call-in yesterday with Yami and the Philly girl.
Yeah.
And I told you that, and I was listening to that live again. And you know something? And I told you, I could see good and bad on both sides. So they basically I told you that they evened it out for me. But when
Okay.
I listened to that live again, I kind of like lean towards Miss Philadelphia side.
Oh, but
Only
why?
because,
Oh, go ahead.
only because, you know what? Only because, just listening to that live, Yami, I felt like Yami was disrespectful to you. I felt like he
Okay.
was talking down to you as if, or it's just in a tone like he was trying to like put you in your place or something. I
And
don't
me?
know. It just came across as real, like just overpowering. Like I don't
Now
know.
I do agree when you look listen back, because I listen back as well, and I do agree with that. But I agree with that to a certain extent, that he, in his mind, he was in a battle. And sometimes when you're battling, sometimes you can be overpowering. So I think that this was his first time on my show going back and forth with someone in a debate, in a debate style. So I think that he probably will do better next time. I'm gonna say that for Miss Philadelphia and also myself, because you see, I'm not really, I don't have conference call and things like that, so I was working my phone the best that I could. But I think that he did, he and I did talk about the situation, and I think that he would do better next time.
You know what, Nicole? I don't care about him doing better, but what he better do is respect you and your platform. That's what he better do.
But why do you think he was disrespecting me? Because he was really heated in the argument? Is that what you think?
It's just the way he was just talking to you, the way he was trying to control you. You know, it's those
Control me?
trigger words in an abusive relationship, those trigger words. And listening to that live, he said a couple things that gave me pause. He said that and at one point in the live, he told Miss
Oh, I gotta see that.
Philadelphia she couldn't control herself because she's a woman.
Oh, I didn't.
Come
I
on now,
didn't.
what does that say to you?
Oh, I did not. I did hear him say control yourself, but you can't control yourself. But I didn't. I didn't hear that
Yeah, he
last
did.
part.
He
Now.
said that, and when he said it, my eyes like blew up. Like, whoa!
Oh, okay.
He has that abusive takeover spirit. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, but that's just what I was getting. That's just the feeling I was getting there, Nicole.
Okay. I'm gonna listen back to it, because I didn't hear it. I did hear him say something about she can't control herself, but I did not hear because you're a woman, because I would have took offense to that. Like, I'm a woman too, and
Yeah.
many of my hearts and roses are women. So I have to look back at that, and and like I said, that he was in a
And when he
battle.
said it,
Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, yeah, Nicole. And when he said it, I was purposely looking in the chat, waiting for everybody to go off on him. But
Yeah,
no, nobody ever did.
because we probably, just like myself, we were trying to listen. We were trying to find out what was the problem. We're trying to get solutions. We're trying to listen to each side. And like I said, it was heated in that moment. So a lot of times when you got something going on right there in the moment, you don't be thinking clearly. You be really trying to get your words together. You're really trying to listen. You're trying to win. You got so many emotions and things and strategies going on in your mind that it is what it is. So I mean, if he did say that, I want to apologize to you all, because I'm sure he didn't mean it that way, and I'm apologize for myself too, because that's if now. So I'm gonna apologize, because I don't want no one thinking that we're women, and we can't control ourselves out here. We know that is a very, very false statement. And I don't agree
Yeah,
with that statement at all. If he said that, and I'm sure
and I
that
don't
if
even.
it came out that way, I'm sure he apologized, because I know he don't believe that. He has been a supporter and been rocking with the Hearts and Roses for a long time. So I'm just gonna apologize, but I know he will apologize as well.
Oh yeah, he cool and everything, but like I said, I was just kind of surprised because he carried himself, like a calm and cool, collected dude.
Yeah.
I would have never expected that type of reaction or the words that was coming out of his mouth. But like I said, the truth was shown.
Somebody say he's
His
abused.
demeanor showed his true self. I don't care what nobody say.
Well, you know what I think too. when Miss Philadelphia said that when she said I would drag you, I don't think that she expected him to be taken seriously. I don't think that she
Yeah,
expected that energy. I think that she just said that, and she didn't pay it any attention, and he was ready to battle. He was ready to battle.
right.
If you're gonna say you're gonna
And, and,
drag
and-
somebody, you got to keep that same energy. And he came to the bar. What did it say? Not with no. He came with a gun, the barrel, the knife. He was ready. He was armored up. He was ready for the dragon. And I think that she was more so in shock of what she was getting. Something that she actually kind of sort of initiated. So
right, but at the same time, Nicole, when they were face to face in your chat and talking it out, I can tell Miss Philadelphia, she did. She stepped back.
yeah,
She
she
was
did.
sort of like conceding, but he kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. That's that abusive type spirit that I felt in him.
Yeah.
Even though she kept trying to trying to step back and kept
Right.
trying to
She did step
calm the
back.
situation,
Yeah.
kept trying to diffuse it, and he just kept coming at her.
Yeah.
Kept coming. That's just like the mentality of an abusive husband or an abusive boyfriend. I didn't like
Okay.
that at all. And that's what I say about the females in the black women in this sector. Y'all gotta stop treating these homos like they equals. They
Well,
are
we not
not
okay.
your equals.
Okay, all
Do
right.
not,
Go ahead.
huh?
Nothing. Go ahead. I don't like you to call certain names, and I don't want people to take it as a derogatory term, but I think that
Right.
I
I'm
think that
sorry.
yeah, that's the only reason why, Terrence, we had the problem before, because certain terms, you don't understand. We have so many people listening to the Car Chronicles, and we don't want to alienate anybody, especially on my platform. I see everybody is equal. We all are equal. We all have opinions, and we all agree to disagree.
Right. I didn't mean it in a derogatory sense. I was just, breaking it down, breaking the word down. But the homosexuals, I wish that the black women in this sector would stop treating these homosexuals as your equal. I was listening to that boy Trey the other day. He called, I don't, who was he talking about? I don't know,
If
forget
it's a
who he
if
was
it's a
talking
curse
about.
word,
But
don't
he
say it.
referred to that woman as a B. 51 times in 8 minutes. That was disgusting.
Well, you know what?
51 times he called that woman a B in 8 minutes.
Now, what I will say, Terrence, that I do agree with you. I do agree that a lot of some members of the LGBTQ can be a little more harder on women, and that is what we are trying to stop here, at least on my show. We don't like it. I've been attacked by just about all of in our sector, not in real life, because I get respect from all my LGBTQ brothers and sisters out here. Let's keep it real. I really do. But in our sector, we do have that disrespect when it comes to women in our sector, as far as the LGBTQ community members. They do go a little harder on us than they do men themselves. So we do need to check it and work on it. They I mean, but
Yeah.
there's, what, it has to do with us and what we are willing to tolerate. Now, I'm not willing.
Right.
I'm not. Well, that's why, Terrence, you see me hitting these people with the truth. The only thing they can do to me is try to talk about my damn appearance, something that some of these people want to look like me. They wear wigs. They don't have natural hair coming out the body. But people in our sector, they want to look like me, but yet at the same time, they want to try to put me down for looking like this. So it's just that what we are willing to tolerate. That's why when I do come at them, I hit them with the truth serum. I try to hit them with the truth as much as I can, instead of roasting and
Right.
gag, because I know that really these people like my appearance. Really, they like the way I wear my wig. They
You
like the
do.
way they really like my
Look,
lipstick.
Nicole, I
Really, at
think you're
the
the
end of the
jazziest
day.
woman on YouTube.
Well, thank you. So I do know that they really like the way I look. So, sometimes we just have to it's what we are willing to tolerate. And when it goes towards the disrespectful side, we do have to call it out, and we have to make it
Right.
known this is not cool. It's not
And y'all
cool.
have to stick together. That's what
Right.
y'all need to do. Y'all have to stick together and call them and call the gay men out
In the
on their
sector.
BS.
Yeah, in the
When they
sector. Not
start,
all.
when them gay men start talking under your dress and talking about your sexual parts, and like I said, that
Yeah.
man using the B word. That, I mean, that woman was every kind of B in the world in 8 minutes. He called her 51 different types of B's.
Mm.
I find that extremely troubling and extremely disgusting. And the fact that you guys don't feel the same way worries me.
Well, let me
It
tell you. Well, let
really
me tell
worries
you.
me.
Well,
It's
Terrence.
like y'all give a when y'all give actions like that a pass, y'all give them the okay to treat y'all like equals. They are not your equals. Those are men. Regardless if they're gay or not, they are men.
Well, I do agree that they should respect us a little bit more. They look a little more. Um, what I was gonna say is, if you were with me in 18, these are some of the issues that I brought up. Why YVS and some of the other YouTubers had even started talking about women's empowerment. It was because of me, because I was saying that I was in another in a YouTuber's live, and the whole live was a lot of bees, and it was mainly women in the chat. And I, at that particular time, I had never ever witnessed that, so I was really taken aback. That was like the first time I had heard that. Second was the other person, Tatum Badissi. He was the second one. The first one actually was ET. And I think I said something about that at that time, because I was just very shocked. I had never been disrespected or felt disrespected at that time, and we did discuss it back then. But I think that a lot of the women, we want to support each other, whether you're gay, straight, or what. We want to support each other. So I think it's just that when we do feel disrespected, if it does hurt us and we feel like, they can do better, we love them, but we really have to just put it out there that, it's not cool.
But you notice something, Nicole? When the BS goes down, those gay men, they will stick together and come at any one of y'all black females. But you see what happened to
Right.
the black females? Y'all separate, y'all take sides, they divide y'all, and they dog y'all.
Well, guess what? That's what we're.
Y'all is that's what I'm saying. I wish y'all would just stick together, show a united front when it comes to any man.
Well, guess
Any
what? Guess
man
what? Terrence.
disrespecting.
Terrence, guess what? We're working on it. We are.
Okay,
Where
good. That's all I can
I
ask,
want to
Nicole.
say
Thank you
that.
for taking my
You're
call.
welcome, and thank you for calling. I want to say that I thought that Terrence, he had a lot of great points. I want to say that I think that the women in the sector, we are trying to work together. I really want to believe that we are trying to work together in our own way. Um, you know, yeah, we do want to support each other when it comes to, you know, our LGBTQ brothers and sisters, who do say some questionable things about us. But I do want to say that we do just got to make it known that it's not cool. We don't like it. And as usual, if you all been watching my show, what I have said is we got to be the change that we want to see. So I think that if once we let certain people know that we didn't that wasn't cool, they will stop. Now, see, I did not hear Simply Trey say all of that. He said in 8 minutes, he said he called whoever it was a B 51 times. I did not hear that. So, I don't know who was in his chat. I don't know if they tolerated it. I don't know if they went along with that. I don't know. All right, 804-528-7766. I thought, as far as he brought up Yamin. I've seen that in the chat where people are saying they think that Yamin may be some type of the abuser. I listened to the live myself last night. I may need to go back and listen to it again. And you all, please support the video. I did not get that when I was listening to Yamin. I just thought that he was a little heated about the situation. And what I can say that, my opinion, you do have a lot of people from the LGBTQ community. They are very sensitive about what they are called or what they answer to. They get a very sensitive about it. Now, I mean, I don't know why, because like I had a conversation with him. We didn't really go get deep into it because we were talking and he was saying, he was breaking it down about the SGL, and he was breaking it down about, the gay and the way people have, like I said, propagandized that. I said that. But I was saying, well, I'm a straight woman, but I don't get sensitive about it. I'm a straight heterosexual woman. Only thing Nicole Tyler wants is to be respected. I mean, I don't get upset if people, it's what you answer to. So, I don't know. So, it's a good conversation to have. This is Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment on the show so far of Car Chronicles, this afternoon of Car Chronicles?
It's a very, very good show, Miss Nicole. How you doing?
Hey, and thank you so much. I'm doing great.
That's good. You sound great. It's Craig calling in. So
hey,
happy
Craig,
to see you.
I really love when you call in.
Oh, thank you, Miss Nicole. I appreciate that. Miss Nicole, I just wanted to comment on Fyebabe's her comment about the slaves and all that. It's very ignorant, and when I hear things like that, it does hurt me because I start to ask myself, you know, the daughters hearing these things, and it's just all it's doing is gonna just repeat itself over and over.
The cycle, the generational curse, the cycle.
Exactly, Miss Nicole, and it's painful because the information is out there. It's not like this is something that we got to go into a cave and dig deep to find. It's there if we look for it, and just the lack of care to even research this information before you go on this major platform and spew all this stupidity is really a turnoff. It's really like it just really disappoints me. I would hope that she listens to the feedback, but she doesn't take the feedback as insulting and figure, want to fight and argue and all that. I don't want her to do that. I want her to listen to what people is telling her, because she needs to get back on that platform and she needs to, update that news that she gave with an apology and some accurate. It would be nice to hear her apologize and get some accurate information. It is Black History Month, so talk about something. There's a lot of things you could bring up on your platform besides the fact that the white slave masters wanted to sleep with our beautiful Black women because they have big butts and small waists. How stupid is that?
I just was like, okay, now. I couldn't even really put the two together in her context, the context that she said it in. I couldn't really put it together to make it make sense in my mind. So I just said that she's just really limited in her thinking to just take it to that point of today, when we got women today. Just because you got women today that's doing all this small waist, big butt, and all these kinds of things, how are you going to equate that to 400, 500 years ago? When we were not getting wearing wigs or weaves, and we were not getting breast implants or small waist, and we were not considered, your stuff is fish and all this weird stuff. I didn't understand what she was saying, so I just shook my head and kind of ignored it a little bit. And then I said it's coming from Fyebabe, so I just really it's coming from Fyebabe, so I don't pay her no attention a lot of times.
Miss Nicole, the thing that I was wondering, because I got sisters, and even if you're speaking symbolically or you're just trying to use an example, for you to use fish or sushi as an example, it just is confusing to me, because it just common sense would tell you not to say something like that, because a lot of times it's equated to having an infection, STD. It's not a good thing. So for you to even do that, and then not only that, you first say fish, and then you extend that example and say sushi. Like, you don't even some people call it a cat, some people, call it something.
But you know what, Craig, I'm going to say this, Craig, even in that context of talking about Black history is just very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
It's just
Yes,
very
ma'am.
disrespectful to respect our Black queen mothers who endured that, and who we even came from, and what those people, those beautiful women, had to endure. You know, being degraded and being raped, and some of these women, they were put in positions where their husbands was with them on the plantation, and yet their Black husbands had to see these women leaving from master's bedroom. So
Yes,
to really demean and disrespect and be raped, it was really just distasteful. It was horrible. Yeah.
It really says a lot that, I mean, why is it that
hold on, Craig. You all call in after Craig goes off, okay? Go ahead, Craig, because I'm really enjoying your commentary, what you have to say. Go ahead, Craig.
Okay, no problem.
Continue. Yeah.
What I wanted to say was, it's just kind of painful to see how, why is it that everybody that is saying something about it is not Babe Nation? So you're telling me that everybody that's in Babe Nation just agrees with this, and they just don't say nothing? They just ignore it? It's just really distasteful. I don't, I was thinking the other day, Miss Nicole, when a content creator, your content creator said, "Oh, I love y'all, I love y'all, I love y'all." You said everybody says it about the people that are following them, and that's understandable. But there's a different kind of love I'm starting to realize, because when you say you love the Hearts and Roses, we know that it's genuine. We know what it is, because your content shows love. But I'm starting to realize this lady, she loves her audience so much because they don't put her through nothing. They
don't hold her to the fire. They do not hold her to the fire. You are exactly right. And you know what? I would erase the damn video.
I'm telling you.
I would have took the video down by now. I'd have been like, "Ooh, what was I thinking? I got to take this down."
Whoever her mentor is, if you're still mentoring her after that comment, then I would love to know who you are, so I can make sure I'm not watching you.
I think it's Regina's hair salon. I think it's Regina's hair salon is her mentor.
That lady is crazy, Miss Nicole. I don't know. This lady, Miss Regina, I am afraid of that lady, because this lady does way too much to try to get around.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense. And I went on her channel the other day. It's very strange. Very, very strange. She got the camera pointed at the coffee cup, and it's just really, really weird. Like, the lady is very strange. So I don't really care. I don't care at all for Miss Regina. That lady just makes my soul boil for some reason. And I hope you don't mess with her, right, Miss Nicole? I know you ain't messing with her.
No. She was actually sponsored my channel for 2 months. It's supposed to have been a 6-month agreement. She said she had to fix a muffler, and that was the end of the payments. I guess she's still working on a muffler. I haven't heard from her. So
did you see her hair? I mean, the thing is, I've been looking at the hair, and I don't think she has a hair salon, Miss Nicole. I think she's just trying to maybe promote herself. But if that's the case, say that. Don't just try to disguise it as you're trying to promote this salon in Houston. Like everybody that's in the beef sector lives in Houston. We all scattered everywhere. So for you to try to promote a hair salon and your hair looks terrible, and nobody's gonna fly out to get their hair done by you, it just doesn't make sense. But
it's almost like an ongoing joke, because we are all out here. When she does employ us and sponsor our channels, and we're all saying, this is your hair, come to the hair salon or Regina's hair salon, and then there's not even really a hair salon to promote. So you have to look at that and say, what the hell is going on? But you don't really question it because you're getting the money. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting paid the money to say the things, so you don't. It's not your job to say, well, where is the hair salon? Are you there? Do you want me to say the times that you're there? Do you want me to say you have deals? What is it? You just say how this is, Regina's hair salon, $200. Okay.
She want y'all to say her name. She's basically paying for people to say her name. But I mean, stop. You want to promote the hair salon, because ain't nobody going to the hair salon. Your hair don't even look good, so you're not promoting yourself. So it doesn't really make sense,
Right.
Before I hang up, I just want to say, Terrence, brother, glad to have you back. I didn't hear from you for a few days. I like Terrence. I ain't got no problem with Terrence. He seems like a real genuine guy. So glad to have Terrence back. All right.
We like Terrence. It's just sometimes I just have to be careful, because We have so many people that watches Car Chronicles and all of us on YouTube, and we don't really want to embarrass or make someone feel less than. So sometimes the comments can be a little hurtful when we don't have to go there.
True.
And so I don't want no one to look at my platform and feel some type of way and something happened. Because I want to encourage on my show. We want to have solutions on our show. That's really what I strive to do is make sense out of nonsense. Okay. So that's my main goal on my show.
But it does show how much you care, because you see, you got people like Jay Wilson don't care. If somebody get a call, a sudden call, he ain't gonna get upset. But the fact that you care enough to get upset should show Terrence that you actually care.
Yeah.
So Terrence, don't make me do that no more. Please respect the platform, brother, because with Miss Nicole getting mad at you, that means she actually cares.
Yeah, it was on my mind all night long. I had to do something.
But I knew you was gonna accept them back. I knew it was just.
Thank you, Craig. Let me take the next phone call.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Hello, this is Miss Nicole Tyler's Car Chronicles. What is your comment or anything else that's going on in the world? I did want to bring something else up. Hello, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, hold on, Yamin. I did want to bring something else up that's going on in United States or in the world. Dwyane Wade and his daughter, son, daughter. His son wants to transition at 12 years old. I think his name is Zion, but he wants to be called Zaya now. And I believe I saw on the Ellen show that Dwyane Wade went on there, and they were just talking about it and talking about. I didn't really see it, but I did catch a tiny bit of it. And they were just saying that they're very accepting of Zaya's decision to transition, and that they are in support of it. So I did want to bring that up, that I do know that's going on. And I want to know if anybody else want to call in after Yamin, 804-528-7766. What is your comment on that topic of Dwyane Wade and his son, daughter, Zaya? Okay, Yamin. Hello, Yamin. I'm glad you called in. You are one of the topics of discussion today.
Thanks for catching me up. Oh yeah, and I need to know, because I'm actually just tuning in. So I heard someone call someone. I don't want to take it away from Dwyane. So let me.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. The Wade, his 12-year-old daughter. I support it. Is the issue the age of the child?
The issue with me is the age. The issue with me is the age, because just because a person say they want to be Donald Duck, they don't mean I'm gonna take them and go buy ducks and live with and if they want to put a beak on, I'm not gonna. Sometimes as parents we have to put our feet down and say, do you know this? I'm gonna tell you the truth. What I said in my classroom, because we talked about this early part of last week. And I said, you know what? I said, if my son came up to me at 12 years old and told me that, I would say, okay, you want to be Zaya or whatever it is, I would say, okay, if you want to be Zaya and you want to change your name to a girl's name and all these things, well, I need you to increase your load around this house, because you're still under my roof. I tell you what to do. I birthed you. You're my child. Yeah. I want to see you. If you want to really be this person, I want you to earn it. I want to see you clean up this house. I want it top to bottom. I'm going to give you new chores. Since you're trying to tell me you want to decide your whole life at 12 years old, then let me tell you, I want you to earn it. Prove to me you want to be this person. So this is what I said in school. I said, I want you to go ahead on, go ahead on and learn how to write job applications. I want you to do that. I want you to learn, go and look up some type of management on your YouTube or on whatever, how you're going to do it. I want you to learn all these things I wanted, because the person is basically telling me that they're grown. So I'm like, if you're grown, so I want you to learn how to make clothes. If you want to go ahead on and turn to this transition to a girl or a boy, I want you to go ahead on and take up a sewing class. I want you to learn how to make your own clothes, because you're telling me that you're grown and you're deciding who you want to be at 12 years old. Instead of putting studies, education, and learning first, you telling me you want to go ahead on and be a boy or a girl or whatever the hell you want to be. So educate yourself. I want to see how much you want to be this person. That is what I said in class. Okay, go ahead. That is my exact answer I said in class. I said by the time I get through working that person to death, that child to death, I'm going to, do you really want to do this? Do you really want to go toe to toe? Do you really want to be an adult and tell me who you want to be? Because right now you're still my child and you live under my roof. And these are the things that I didn't have you just at 12 years old going to tell me what you want to do. These are the things I want you to do.
Nicole, so your outlook is from like a parental standpoint.
Because I am the parent at 12 years old.
Right.
And they 12, they not grown at 12 years old.
Coming from, so it's from a parental standpoint.
Right. No, who do you go ahead.
I have a question. Because I told you I tuned in late.
Yeah.
And I did hear that there's certain people that think that I'm abusive through my voice.
Yeah, I did hear that. I didn't get that, but
I'll look at later to find out who it was. But who were they talking about called
that was Terrence said that about you.
He said I call a woman bitches?
No. He said it about Simply Trey. He said that you said that Miss Philadelphia does not have control because she is a woman. You said something along those lines.
Oh, all right. If Terrence don't like my voice, he could try to do something about it. But I don't care about all these assumptions. I know what they try to do. They try to put you in a position where you're like defending irrational things that they throw out that they can't support. If I would just be interested, because I don't like going back. And I told you yesterday, a lot of different people are going to try to come my way. I told you that. So this is all predictable. This is dumb just fulfilling the book. I'm still looking for the one name that I said. What I have Terrence is in the way. But I'll just be more interested in if he could support that I'm abusive. That's all. I could tell it's a feeling within him, but feelings don't equate to concrete proof of anything. He has to go in, get the terms that I said, the content, the things that I said that he felt is abusive, and then we can go from there. Until he do, it's just the empty charge that he refuses to support. And I do have ways that I speak, and at times it do get out of control. And I mentioned that yesterday, and I'm gonna mention it today because I'm not afraid to say things. Towards the end, things got like out of control with me, but I don't think I was alone. That's the whole thing. I noticed like when people were recounting the story back, they was just like, oh yeah, where he kept saying take your dosages of meds, and I sure did say that, but they never said that. They always came after someone going into this mental illness. Still, like, it's a lot of mental ill people in here, so I know how to take shots when I receive them. And I would much rather it not be with females, and that was part, not all of it, but that was part of the passion that I was. I just wanted to be at the male that I was at, and some females like to put themselves in the way. Don't play victim.
All right. Well, let me ask you a question. If you had a 12-year-old child and they wanted to transition or was thinking about transitioning, how would you handle that?
I would support them, Nicole.
I mean, what do you mean when you say I will support them?
Just, I guess, whatever needs that they had at 12 years old. I'm not talking about surgery, but in terms of attire that they wanted to wear, I would support them. Oh,
okay. Well, all right. I would support them too, but I want them to make me believe that they want to do this. Because
Oh yeah.
I need, because
Like,
let me tell y'all, as
yeah.
a mother, I've
But
had my kids in bands. I've supported all kind of stuff that my kids wanted to do that cost me
well,
money.
it's a criteria.
Hold on, that they wanted to do
Yeah.
because they really believed in their mind. They wanted to go and do all this stuff. And guess who was stuck
Yeah.
holding that bag when they changed their mind? The end of next year or 6 months or 2 months, Nicole Tyler is stuck with all these clothes. Remember when you wanted to do this? Remember when you wanted to do that? And I supported you. And now look, they done gone on with their life. I'm stuck still holding some of this crap that I done paid for because in their mind, they at 12 years old, they really thought they wanted to be Donald Duck. So I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna make you really make me a believer as well as make yourself a believer. Okay, go
Nicole,
ahead. Yeah.
do you feel that I'm cutting you off?
No. We're having a discuss.
Okay. No, I just wanted to dispel the bullshit. You know, make people look
Try
stupid.
not to curse.
But yeah. But thanks for everything, and I will be around.
Well,
shout
I
out to
love
the
you. We
mods.
love you, and I mean everybody's not gonna agree. That's why we're the Hearts and Roses.
Exactly.
We don't want everybody to agree with everybody. We still want to respect each other's opinions.
I'm built for this.
All right. Well, thank you. Call back.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Uh,
Call back person. Another person was calling. So that would be my stance on it, y'all, when it comes to the Dwyane Wade situation. I was like, oh, child, okay, I got something for that. Now, if you go through all this rigorous routines that I'm gonna put you through, and you still wanna and you learn how to sew and make your clothes and all this stuff, okay, I believe you. Because I'm sure I'm not the only parent out there that has got so much stuff in attic of things that they have bought their children when their child thought that they wanted to be all these things. Okay. I'm Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment? Hold on, let me get you in the car. All right, it's Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment?
So first I want to say, like for the last caller, I heard yesterday with him and Miss Philadelphia were going back, and I think where like people
Hold on,
feel like
caller.
he was
Hold on, caller. What's going on in your background?
nothing. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you a little better now. Thank you.
No problem. I think where like people thought he was being abusive was because he was saying that she was deep throating his name, and he said that he owned her. So I think that's where that came from, and maybe he was just trying to get his point across. So, you know,
Yeah.
I think that's why people thought that.
Yeah, also, like I said, they were engaging in a debate. And sometimes the debates get a little heated. You know, it gets a little heated. Sometimes we get emotional during the debates, and sometimes you do say some wrong things that you would never have said.
Right.
If you were thinking rationally, you wouldn't have said these things. So.
Right. I'm just saying because he says he doesn't know. So I'm just saying if he's listening, that might be something to think about. Maybe when you're arguing with somebody, you know, especially a woman, maybe you don't want to make those sort of sexual deep throating their name.
Yeah.
It's kind of nasty. But other than that, as far as the conversation about the 12-year-old transitioning, I think that's too young. You don't even really know, the ins and outs of your life at that point to make such a lifelong decision like that. I feel like when you're grown and paying bills, you should. It doesn't mean the parents have to punish you for being that way, but like you said, it takes time, and if you can't do all these grown things, you shouldn't be making grown decisions.
Right, that exactly. And you see what kind of parent I am. You know, I'm a huge supporter of my children. But now that I'm this age and my children are grown, I look back at all these things they wanted to do. And I was a supporter, and I went and told all my friends, oh my God, they're gonna be this. They've made a decision to be that, and they ain't none of it. I'm stuck holding the bag.
It's happened to me. I'm 21 years old. I've told my mom so many different things that I wanted to do that never, came through. It's a part of growing up, and that's why they shouldn't do that. And I feel like it's bad that society shames people for questioning it, because I think it's honestly uncomfortable to be talking about a 12-year-old sexuality. Period.
Right. And
But the
then
media is trying to push an agenda.
They're trying to push an agenda, and also we have had in the recent months where you've had a lot of I don't know, the men or women, I don't know what they transitioned, but they were coming out saying that they did not get that therapy that they supposed to have gotten, and that they transitioned, and now they want to retransition.
Yes,
Did
it
y'all
happens a
hear
lot.
that? They want to retransition because at that young age, their mind was not fully, their brain was not developed. Your brain don't get fully developed till you're 21 years old, and then he's still at 21. You still don't know. You have so many questions about who you are, and so
Right. And yeah, and then things change as you get older too. You may be in a
yeah,
totally different place, and that's not going to work for you. So I think people need to just stop acting like there's something to praise. So they're doing this. They're doing it for attention.
right.
I feel, even though maybe
I
they
don't,
do
you
want to
know what? And
support him, but
two young person. I mean, who wants to? That ain't even, in my opinion, that's not even nothing to praise. Why are people praising?
no,
Why are you praising something like that when you we're
exactly.
about praising excellence, praising getting all A's, praising saving somebody's life,
Right,
praising
because
going to
it's
see
wrong.
children with cancer, praise something like that. But because I'm saying I'm sitting up here now, I'm Nicole, I want to be Nicholas. Yay! No, that is nothing to praise.
You probably could do that, get all types of
At 12
interviews,
years
get a
old.
big following, get a lot of attention.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing that's another distraction in my opinion. They will put something like that for you to praise, and so we stop thinking about education. We stopped thinking about when we were scientists, when we were
Right,
agriculturalists, when we took flights to the moon. We stopped thinking about things like that.
right,
We
and think
start
about
thinking,
it.
in my opinion, I just want to be another gender, and you're gonna praise that. So to me, we got a lot to learn and to discuss as a race of people, and I mean all the people, not just black but everybody. Go
Just the
ahead, young man.
human,
Go ahead.
just the human race, right? And think
Right, the
about it
human
too, like,
race.
and think about it too, like for all we know, these brothers could be straight A students. They could be doing great things, but because they're not talking about they want to be a girl, they're not getting any validation for it.
Right, and that would make me feel what is the word?
And,
Discarded.
right,
Like I'm sitting up here going to get an education. I want to be a scientist, or I have big dreams to change the world, but yet because I didn't say I want to be a girl or a boy, you just pushed me out the way. So we
exactly,
really need to look at the distraction that's being played in front of our eyes. Thank you.
exactly. I'm about to go, everybody, but you guys make sure to donate to Miss Nicole. She's
That's
putting on a
right.
show for us.
Donate.
So if
Thank
you have a
you.
few dollars, cash app it.
Cash app, like the
Do
video.
do what you need to do, and I'll be donating next week when I get paid. Okay.
Thank you. You have a great
All
rest of
right.
your day.
You too. Bye, Miss Nicole.
Bye bye. Oh, let me get this off of here. There we go. Hello, this is Miss Nicole, Tyler's Car Chronicles. What is your comment on whatever we're talking about today on President's
Hi,
Day?
Nicole. My
Hi,
name is Dwyane. I'm from Georgia. How are you doing?
I'm great.
I watch you all the time. I was just listening to the conversation you guys were having. And I want to stand on the Dwyane Wade situation. I'm
Yeah.
the mother of the son that's gay. And
Okay.
I saw it when my son was younger. I saw it even when he was younger.
Okay.
But if he'd have come at me at 12 years old and said, I want to transition at 12, I wouldn't have went along with it. Now, I do know about homosexuality because my best friend is a homosexual as well. But as you say, kids' minds change, things change over the years, and I just never would have went along with it. Now he's 26, and he came up to me a few years ago and said, Mom, what would happen if I wanted to transition? I said, I respect your decision because it's your life. I respect that, but you also have to look at it from a parent's point of view. you know, with all the pronouns and stuff like that. You change your name to a woman's name. I mean, you can't expect me to all of a sudden say, this is my daughter with all these years. I'm calling you my son.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You what I'm saying? I respect your decision because that's your decision. But respect me as a parent and look from my point as well, because I had you. I've known you before you knew me.
Right.
And I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to ever, you know, say, well, you know, okay, you're a girl, but you got to respect. It's going to take some time.
Right.
It's going to take some time, but you just can't expect everybody else to change their mind about you because that's what you decide.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Your job as a parent, and the child is 12 years old, and you know, to feed them, clothe them, you know, instilling them good morals, good values,
and guide them the right way to go.
Guide them the right way.
Know we were children, and our minds changed like the wind, and so does theirs. And at 12, no, never. I never.
12 years old, no. You know, like I said, no. You know, okay, I'm not even gonna give it no attention for real. I'm gonna keep it real. Because see, children gonna feed off of that attention. Instead of them going in there and putting their mind to work and see what God created them to be mentally and spiritually, now I'm putting all my attention in you transitioning. And that's a hell no.
And there's much more things that we worried about at 12 years old, like school and education.
Right, you need to get some education. Like because guess what? You might transition.
Even as a heterosexual, you don't need to be focused on too much attention on that. You need to focus on your education. And I'm not going any further with that.
I'm not going further. You keep on looking at your boobs and your cuckoo. Look what's in your brain. You run into the store to get some damn Jordans. Stop worried about what's on your feet. Worry about putting some knowledge in your brain. See, that's all a distraction.
We need to stop trying to be friends with our children and be parents.
Right.
Guide them. Lead them and guide. That's what God intended for parents to do, to guide children, not befriend them.
But not befriend them and then make them think that changing your gender is the best thing in the world. No.
Exactly.
This world is very, very hard.
Along with my daughter with something, not to do something like that, but I mean, it's not about education and not about something that's going to help you in the future become the best person that you need to be.
Right.
I'm not even at 12 years old. I'm not even paying that any attention.
And you know, I said, you okay? Go on now. I done told you what to do. Don't you come over here with that. I don't want to hear it. I'm the parent. You don't tell me what you want. I'm telling you in my household. I birthed you, and this is what I require out of you. Whether you're a girl or a boy, you gonna still get this work. You gonna get this treatment.
He's 26, taking care of his stuff in his own business. You want to transition now? That's your business.
You can do it all day long. Like, you ain't in my household. You're 26.
I live my life the way I want to choose it. That's the way you choose to at 26. You live your pace.
That's right.
You know, but you give me some time. You give me some time to get used to that idea.
Yeah. It's all an agenda. They got an agenda, but it ain't gonna be working over here with me at 12 years old.
Exactly.
Because I told you I got a box full of junk. I got a box full of junk that I done paid for at 12 that I can't even get rid of because you thought you really wanted to be this. Mama, you don't care. You don't care about me, and you don't care. Then I sit up there and spend all this money, and then the next year you're forced to change your whole new person. Like, woohoo. Oh, hell to the no and no to the hell. All right, ma'am, let me take the next call.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, baby. See, I raised 3. Hello, this is Nicole Tyler. What is your comment?
Hey, Miss Nicole, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
My comment is, and it's not going to be a popular one, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Say it.
My thing is God made you the way He wanted you to be made.
Mm-hmm.
God doesn't make mistakes. We do. Right. So when you start messing around with God's work, then that's a problem. People always say, I was born in the wrong body. No, you were born in the body that God made you in.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start messing with His work, baby, you're messing up.
All right.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
All right. Well, thank you, ma'am. It's not unpopular, ma'am. That's not an unpopular opinion. Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, God is perfect. God is perfect. We're not perfect. God doesn't make mistakes. We make them.
All right,
he made no mistake when he created all of us. So messing with his handiwork is going to be repercussions. That's all I got to say.
All right. Thank you, beautiful. You have a great President's Day.
Thank you, Miss Nicole. You too.
You're welcome. Hello, this is Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment?
Yeah, Miss Nicole, it's Craig calling you back. I wanted to make a comment.
Yes,
about
Craig. Sure.
The Dwyane Wade situation. Now, Miss Nicole, I honestly don't feel that if Dwyane Wade didn't have money, he would have the same feelings. I feel like Mr. Wade is a puppet for the NBA, just as, I don't know, like, with the Kobe situation, they say I believe it too that Shaq and the NBA is behind Kobe's death. Everything happens for a reason, and they have sacrificial reasons why they do certain things. So Mr. Wade is another puppet for the people that they call themselves the NBA. And if he didn't have this money, I'm not saying he wouldn't support his son, but I am saying that the way he's broadcasting it to make it look like it's okay, he wouldn't be doing all that. He's doing that for a reason. You know what I mean?
I bet you if he was in the projects, part of it, and living like good times, and his son came up to him, he'd be looking at him like, what?
Exactly. And it really is unfortunate, because what it's doing is it's going over to our families, to our, because we poor people, we don't have money like them, but we look up to these people. So he's basically he's injecting us with that poison, and it's going to spread, because some kids is going to watch it and think it's okay because Dwyane Wade's son do it, and that's going to be a comeback. Now Dwyane Wade let his son do it. You watch basketball, daddy, why can't I do it? Now he's going to become a crutch for these kids. And even if the parents don't agree, they'll always think in the back of their mind, well, if Dwyane Wade says it's okay, then I could do it anyway. And I honestly, personally, I wouldn't accept that.
If a child told me that, I'm gonna pack their bags and send them with Dwyane Wade. I'm gonna write Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union a letter, put it on Instagram, put it on Twitter, and I'm gonna send you right on over there to live with them. Okay, at 12 years old, I'm gonna say, if you don't like what my decision is, you can go right on over there to the bus stop and carry your tail to California, Miami, wherever the hell he working and living, and you gonna let Dwyane Wade take care of you. I said it. You ain't gonna be telling me don't mess like that. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, and I was watching the program where, I guess it was on Facebook, I believe, where I could see the son got the nails done and all this, that, and the other. And it's like, you're doing too much. At the end of the day, if I have a child and that child tells me at 12 years old that they want to start dressing and acting like the opposite sex, I'm just sorry, it's just not going to happen.
Right.
I'm not going to let go of my child, but my child will not be doing that, simply because where's your mind at for you to even be thinking about these things at this age? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying you can have your gay friends. You can have friends that are gay. But when you sit here and you want to try to change the way you look, that means you are trying to be appealing to another sex or to the same sex. Who are you trying to appeal? You trying to tell me you want to feel like a girl? You want to look like a girl?
Because your mind at this age should be on childlike 12-year-old things. Exactly. It should not be on no changing your gender and all this kind of stuff.
Where's your mind at, Yeah. That's not going to rock with me. That's not going to rock with me. I'm sorry.
No, it ain't going to rock with me either.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not having that. And, I don't appreciate Mr. Wade putting that putting that out there for everybody to see, because, come on now, why else would you put it out there? You're trying to send a message.
You lucky my kids are older, because I would send them straight to you and Miss Gabrielle Union. You will be taking care of some extra kids. Trying to put that stuff in my kids' minds. So that means they don't want to do what I want them to do, and they living with me and was in my belly. You bet you can go on over there with Dwyane Wade. Go on over there with Shaq and all of them. Let them raise you.
What else? What can we know something else about the kid? Does the boy know how to write? Does the boy know how to read?
Does
the boy know how to play the piano? You know what I mean? Let us know something else.
We need to be inspiring. We need to be inspiring some kids about some things other than some damn sexual parts, gender. There's other things going on that you were put here to do. You were put here for a reason. And trust me, that is a distraction to take you off of your path that God has put you on. When all you think is I come just sit here and look at my breast and look at my boo-boo, and that's all I got going on. When them two is not gonna get you ahead in life. Okay, when I go to learn how to drive, it ain't gonna say nothing about bra size when I go to take a damn driving test. It ain't gonna say nothing about maxi pads or wet dreams when I go to learn how to take a damn driving test and when I need to try to get my damn high school diploma. Okay.
You know what else, Miss Nicole?
They got me up here getting hot.
When you start doing that at such a young age, at 12 years old, you want to start dressing like a girl. Your mind is not maturely developed. So when you start going to school and you see these little girls, all of a sudden they start having their period. Don't you come to me asking me why you ain't getting no period and all that foolishness because you're 12 years old and you're 19 and understand why you're not going through what they want. You're not getting no dress. You know what I mean? Come on,
it's preach ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
If you don't preach it, Craig. If you don't preach it, Craig. Right. Now he gonna be sitting up there confused, or she gonna be confused around women who are getting their menstrual at 12. And I work in a school with little girls who are going through that. Yes, I do. So here you come, little Isaiah. Well, why you ain't got yours?
Okay, when the girl start growing her breasts, he gonna want to start growing his breasts.
Where yours at?
That's what it's gonna start.
You just started a problem.
No, that's not what's gonna happen. You're gonna start doing that when you're 18 and out of my house, and you have the funds and the financial capability to do whatever it is that you want to do. But other than that,
right.
In my house, you're gonna grow up the way I intended you.
You sure is, because I'm not paying for all the hormones. You can hang it up unless you're gonna go get a job at 12.
All right, you gotta speak with Nicole.
You gonna go get a job? I don't care if they say they want to run away. Okay, y'all think I'm gonna be trying to say no? I don't want you to run away, so I'm gonna bow down to you. That's a hell to the no.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all better ask my kids. My kids know I ain't no joke. And guess what? Craig. Let me tell you, Craig. Let me tell you about my kids. I put my money where my mouth is. I put 50 on 100 or whatever the hell how it go. When my kids used to try to boss up at me, because I'm a short little lady. They always come back and crying, and gotta apologize.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I'm in the real world. I know how hard it can be. Y'all don't know. I'm trying to raise y'all and prepare y'all for the real world. And you trying to throw some bull crap at me about you want to be a girl or a boy or whatever the hell you want to be. You better go crack open a book. How about that? Go be a word in a book. Be that. Okay, go ahead, Craig, because I can go. I go.
I know you can. You be preaching, Miss Nicole, so I know you can.
Go be a word. Go ahead.
The son, whatever his name is, he's wanting to call himself Zaya or whatever. That's where it's gonna start. So now, if they didn't have no money, little Zaya would not be out here doing all that prancing and romancing because he'd get his tail beat up and then come to school. But now we got all this money, so the money is making them go crazy, Miss Nicole. They are losing their mind because right now the money is influencing this boy to be able to do whatever he want to do and he can stay protected. Sometimes you need to give them a little push. These little rich kids that's growing up, they're going to grow up with mental issues because you're not supposed to have everything that you want. You're supposed to work for certain things. Certain things ain't supposed to come so easy. That's why they didn't say money is the root of all evil. The love of money really is the root of all evil because their parents loving and making the money and the kids are just reaping the benefits. Look at the Kardashian kids. Them kids look like mannequins every time I see them. They look frozen. They look like robots. It looks like they're just programmed because everything they do is so they do whatever they want, however they want to do it.
Right.
Adults.
They don't have no respect. They don't respect money. They don't respect working hard. They don't respect studying. Because trust me, when you walk across that stage with your MBA and your PhD and all that time you spent studying, All that sacrifice you to enlighten yourself so you can be what God created you, or with however. That is what's missing with these little rich kids out here. That is what's missing. That's why they all cuckoo in the daggone brain.
And they have nothing but yes people around them, from adults to children. You know, most of them kids.
Hello? Oh, he hung up. That won't me, y'all. That won't me. Hello, this is Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment?
Hey, Miss Nicole. This is my comment. I'm gonna try and make it fast because I know the line.
Sorry, Craig. It went out, Craig. I didn't do anything. It just did it. Okay, go ahead. What's your comment, ma'am?
All right. When it comes down to the Dwyane Wade thing, I don't agree with allowing a child to transition, but I also think as parents, we cannot just discount their feelings and say, oh, just go read books, because children are still people. They have feelings, they have desires, they have goals. And I think sometimes we forget about that when it comes to children. You can't just discount their feelings. I would support my child by, number one, making sure that I'm getting them into some type of counseling or around some other kids who can kind of understand. I'm talking on the weekends after homework and things are done. And I would also not allow them to transition until they're grown. Number one, that's a surgery. Just like I would allow my kids to get tattoos and piercings and all that done to their body until they're old enough to truly make that decision and not have regrets. I wouldn't let somebody do something that expensive. I'm not saying once they become grown, I wouldn't support them, because I would. But what I did want to say, what I don't like that they're doing, I know that they're saying that they're just trying to show the world, but to me, it's exploitation. As a child,
exploitation.
You are a child. You do not know how you're going to feel in 10 more years about your parents parading you, your life, your decisions, how you looked and all of that on the TV screen. If you look back, you'll see that there are so many child stars who lost their minds, ended up on drugs. You rarely see success stories when it comes down to these children who were on television or out here in the public spotlight. And you might find one, you might find two, but you rarely find many of them. So I just think that they need to think about that. They're being a little bit selfish with that. In their mind, they're helping people. But I'm like, think about the child. And you think about when you were 13 and you had pimples and your hair was changing and your voice was changing and your body was changing and you were going through those stages. Would you have really wanted somebody to parade you all in front of the television and have everybody, all up in your business? So I just think that they just need to just chill with that. But as far as, being upset about them, not wanting to be a boy or not wanting to be a girl or liking boys or liking girls, that's not a big deal. I would just, help my child.
I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's normal to have crushes on girls or boys or vice versa.
Well, that's the thing, though.
But the thing is we don't want to make it so that is the only thing that they're thinking about. We don't want to.
Exactly. We want to. The only thing they're thinking about.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
You also got to realize too that them changing their gender actually has nothing to do with sex. Okay, it's about how they feel inside as a person. So it's not about sex. So I see people in the comments saying, why are they thinking about sex and stuff like that? This is about people who, you're wearing dresses and you feel like you're a boy. You're wearing, boy clothes and you feel like you're a girl. It has nothing to do with sex. But I get what people are saying. That still would not be my focus. Yes, they need to focus on school and stuff, but we also have to support kids and don't just discount their feelings and toss them to the side, but let them know, I'm the parent. We're going to work through this together. We're going to find a healthy compromise. When you're grown, you can make those decisions about your body, because you're doing this at 12. You don't know how you're going to feel at 18.
But you know what? I'm going to agree with you 50%. I'm going to give you 50% of that. I'm going to give you 50% of that only because of where we have come from as a people. And trust me, changing your gender at 12 years old, no one was thinking about that 400 years ago. No one was thinking about that during the civil rights era. No one was saying, no one was thinking about these things for their kids. And they still, and a lot of those people came out halfway better than what we got today. Some of those people we had a lot more intelligent, younger people. And if you ask me my opinion, in those civil rights, they had something to live for and to fight for. It meant something to them. Nowadays, they want you to say changing your gender, that means something to me. It doesn't equate to those civil rights movement.
Yeah, I don't think it's just
in affirmative
that
action.
That's messed up us as a
It
people.
doesn't. That is something to strive for and to strive to be, to change a nation and to change yourself and to change people. But
Miss Nicole, it's a lot of things that have changed our people, okay? And I'm talking besides this gender thing, people not wanting to be fathers in the home, women out here, you twerking instead of taking care of the kids, grandmamas out here drunk. There's a lot of different things that has affected us as a whole. But I did want to say this about Fyebabe.
Oh yeah.
those comments that she made, this is what I'm talking about when I say that Babe Nation is her downfall.
Well, we said,
you know how when you were younger,
we've already said that. We've said it on Cards and Roses. We've already said Babe Nation is gonna be the downfall. We've said that. That's not new. Go ahead, boo.
You remember how when you were younger, your mama would tell you not to hang around certain people.
Yes.
And you would feel kind of like, I want to hang around. I remember when I was young, if I bought the little dirty girl down the street home, or the little girl who got pregnant at 13 and I was caught playing with her, that my mama didn't beat me, but you don't get beat then because you couldn't hang out with those type of people.
Right.
And I didn't understand at the time why, until fast forward, so many years later, you see these same people again in life and you see the life that they have, the way that they live, and they're nothing. But those are always the kind of people who were trying to encourage you to be nothing as well.
Right.
For example, I grew up with a girl, and I thought she was really cool or whatever, and she got pregnant our 7th grade year. And my mama saw me walking with her. My mama beat me so bad. I said, well, God damn, I ain't even did nothing. I wasn't even,
she tried.
I ain't even lie. I didn't even know a whole lot about what to do with the sex. Les Mo's talking about having a baby, but my mama had told me I couldn't be around her. And so I went around anyway. My mama said, you can't be around her.
That's right.
And I was like, well, mama, that's just because she's a teen mother doesn't mean anything. She's not a bad person. Let me tell you something. That girl ended up with 6 kids. And she ended up in the project, but she was still the type of girl. She told me one day, having a baby ain't so bad. It ain't so bad. This ain't so bad. That ain't so bad. It was like she was trying to encourage me to go along that path. And what I'm saying is those people over there in Bomb Nation, they were sitting in the comments cheering Fyebabe on. Knowing good and well that what she said was disrespectful.
Right.
It was downright ignorant. It just didn't make any sense to sit up here and
crazy.
Say that
I just said it's Fyebabe. That's what Fyebabe, how she get down. She talk crazy. She talk like that. And you got all those people over there cheering that on.
Yeah, like just say that black women who were brought over here in chains were basically enticing people to rape them.
Right.
You think about that.
It's just crazy.
Black women, black children, black men. These people beat up in chains, taken from their home, barely made it over here alive.
Right.
Abused, torn from each other.
And she thinking about small waist, big butt, and fish. Like, what is you even talking about? Like,
and it's Black History Month on top of that.
Right. Like, what are you even talking about? All right, let me let you go. Let me let somebody else call. Thank you. I love you.
Yeah, let me let them call in.
All right, bye-bye. Yeah, I was just listening, but then I had to think about it. It's Fyebabe. It ain't even no need to make sense out of nonsense with her. Okay, go ahead, caller. What is your comment?
Hey, Nicole. So yeah, I wanted to call in. I wanted to put my 2 cents in on the Dwyane Wade situation.
Right, yeah.
So I may have a little bit of an opposing opinion from some other people. I am I'm a gay man. But what I have a pros and cons of what they're doing. I love what they're doing because I really think they're showing that a black family. I really love that I see a black family and they have a gay child and they're embracing them and they're not, shunning them. Because I don't think that's a good thing, and that happens a lot, especially in black families. That's something we can't deny. When a lot of families, when they find out their child is gay, they put them out the house. They shun them, they disown them. I mean, that happens a lot, So I really love that because it's really showing other black families, hey, there are gay people in this world. And, instead of shunning them just because it's something that you're not familiar with or it's something that you don't want for your child, try to educate yourself on it and because if it comes down, when it all comes down to it, the child is going to be gay regardless.
Right. Now,
So
I do
try
agree
to
with that.
embrace them and don't disown them, because that's gonna do more worse than good. That's why you have these kids be out here on the streets and they teenagers and they ended up catching HIV or getting killed or getting murdered or getting into prostitution, all different types of stuff. So I mean, it's gonna hurt them more than it will help them.
But what do you feel about, how do you feel about when a child is, that's all they are thinking about? It is.
Well, I don't think it's all they're thinking about, but go ahead.
No, I'm just saying when that's all they think about in their at that young age is your gender. And when you got all these things going on that need your the mom's attention and the child's attention, and that's all you're making it out to be, that's going on in your life is my gender, or I want to be celebrated for this, or okay. See, the thing is, to me, is okay, you want to be this way, that is great, wonderful, but I still need to do your own work. See, with me is, I'm not gonna make it like it's no big thing. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I don't, because I'm not giving my other children the same attention. Just, all of y'all, I'm gonna love all of y'all equally, but I'm not saying that you're more special because you want to change your gender.
I don't think you should make one child feel more special than the other one because of that.
But that's what I'm saying, that I feel happy. Go ahead, sir. That's what I feel is happening.
I'm not saying it's with all families, but I'm saying the usual thing. I mean, even if you go, I went on to like the shade room, and like if you when they first posted that their son had came out and he was, this before they said he was transitioning, but if you go into like the Breakfast Club in the shade room, and you go into the comments and it's all black people, and they're all saying, I wouldn't have it in my house. I even saw some people like, I'll put him out, and they were saying his son needs to die. Like, it was this crazy stuff. They like, so what do you want this man to do? You want him to kill his son or put his son or wish death on his son because he's gay?
No, we're not gonna do that.
You want me to wish death on your own child because you're gay? That's crazy.
Right.
So it's just, you see that, there are a lot of families that still think like that. Now, when it comes to the transitioning thing, I feel like he's too young. He's too young for that. Now, if you want to do that, I would say, hey, if you want to do that, I support you, but you're too young. You're not even fully developed yet as a child. You're still a child.
Your brain still got
your body's
time.
Still growing, so I would not, be doing any altering any surgeries or taking any medications or anything like that, because that's just, you thinking something right now, but you haven't even fully developed, so you don't even know. You make it 18 and maybe say, hey, I'm still gay, but I don't want to be a woman. I just want to be a gay man.
Right.
So, and then but
which
this
is
thing
great.
Is you gotten all this surgery now, and now you can't reverse it back. So,
but just like sir, we were talking about those people, sir, that retransition. Then they want to retransition after they done got the penis cut off and all this stuff. Now they want to go back to be what they were. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't agree with that, but I do agree with them accepting the child and
I agree with accepting the child, but I just don't want to make it the biggest thing in their life. I want them to I still want them to be productive individuals, productive adults. I want them to leave me with all the tools that they can out in the real world to use as if they were man or woman, anybody, human being. That's mainly what I want. That's mainly what I want.
And what I think is too, I'm gonna bring up a subject. I don't know if you're gonna agree with this, but if you go back, even I don't know if you heard the story about like Pastor Troy when he went in on Lil Nas X and he was talking about.
I did hear about it, yeah.
He was saying like his son was 14 and he talked to two dudes kissing Applebee's and he was like F that and all this stuff, and he was like, and even I watched an interview with him and he was just saying like, they was asking, well, what if your son was gay? He was like, that could never happen. I don't raise him like that. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. No, let's just say.
But I think he's being a little ignorant. I think that he could be a little ignorant and unattached to what's going on in the world. Or
now, let me tell
detached.
You this is what, as a gay man, this is what I feel like how you get. I'm not saying this is all DL men, but some DL men. This is what happens as a child. They're growing up in these families that are very anti-gay, and you bet not to be gay. And if you come to lose that gay mess, it's gonna be an issue. So they grow up and they're so afraid to not come out because they know they don't want to. They feel like they're gonna be shunned by their family, their friends, and they're gonna be
But look here, sir.
So they go out and
But sir, we don't have that nowadays. We don't have that in 2020. We haven't had that in a while. Even though, yeah, there are some parents who are oh shucks. I'm sorry, person. Call back. I got too many calls. Even though we do have parents who are still, living in the stone ages and things like that. But today we don't have we should not have our kids, if they are gay, to feel like I can't come out, because everywhere you look, we got all kinds of people. So I'm sorry, caller. I'm getting a lot of calls here. Sorry, caller. I love you.
You're having a good. You having a good.
I'm having a good show. They got good points, but the phone is just ringing off the hook. What is your comment so I can get back in the swing of things with the calls?
No problem. You're having a good show today. Everything is lit. I'm loving the topic. The last caller, I love this comment.
I did too.
Yeah, I like being an underdog. I like the underdog position. That said, I'm a double minority, meaning I'm a black male. There's some privilege I had that coming with being a male, but I'm black, so I consider black people to be my people, and I'm also a SGL and homosexual, and so I consider them to be my people. I like the way the previous caller addressed the situation. I used to work. People don't know that I have a background in youth outreach for homosexual, black homosexual males. Yeah. And so when people hear me talk about myself and SGL, if you hear a little advocacy, an element of advocacy in my voice, is because of my background and the work that I've done. And yes, abandonment and disownment is an issue with young black males and young black families. It's an epidemic, and it has been for years. But
like you said, that there is outreach. There's a lot of outreach programs that they did not have 30 and 40 and 50 years ago. Nowadays, if you are gay or LGBTQ or whatever, not just that, we have so many outreach programs for everything and everybody nowadays.
Right. And so the outreach programs are available.
That just be real.
There's resources that are available, even such as shelters, but that doesn't decrease it being an epidemic. Like it's like black families with gay males particularly. Gay females are handled a little differently typically. This is just my experience working in this field. But it's not as fatal like with people, because it almost ends in homelessness a lot of times. But that's one thing. But I just want to point out the difference. The brother they called before me, he defined himself as gay.
Yeah,
he didn't do what I'm about to say. But typically, I'm SGL, and so typically how SGL would address a situation like that. Remember when I called in earlier and I said that I support Dwyane Wade's decision? Right. Yeah, that's kind of how an SGL person would say it. Typically, a lot of gay males would say, "I don't know, we gotta support our trans sisters." They say sisters, and they feel a strong tie to people with gender issues when they don't have gender issues. Gays issues deal with sexual orientation, and so there's no tie. So everything I say is always just like confirmed. But a lot of times when you hear people like, "Oh, are they messing with our trans sisters?" and they say that and start adopting their plight, and it becomes this whole confusion thing that has to do with the LGBT. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, and I understand all of that, but at the same time, in my perception and my opinion is what's making it so confusing, and what's making it so as far as divisive is people putting all that focus on gender. I'm SGL, I'm gay, I'm this, I'm that. When really it's a personal thing, and I do understand that
it is.
And I do understand that there are a lot of people of parents out there who do not understand their children, but like I said, there are outreach programs. They are, like you said, you are advocate, where they did not have these things long time ago. But at the same time, I do feel that it is a bit of an agenda, and I do feel that it is a bit of a distraction to distract us as a people, to divide us as a people, to keep us on the bottom when there's bigger things that we can be thinking about, other than you want to be called a she, you want to be called he, or I want to cut this off, I want to put these here. When, okay, that's a personal thing. You can do that when you get grown and get a job and all that. But at the same time, as a people, we need to stop thinking like so minute. Like, to me, that's real small. When as a people, we have gone through so much to where it's Black History Month. We have people out, and women were raped, our men were raped. They threw out some of our babies in waters, and they were used as alligator bait. But now we have demeaned all that and berated all that and belittled all of what these people went through, just so they can be free. They can raise their children, whether you want to be gay or straight. They want to raise their damn children, and they want to be part of the United States construct. And we have demeaned it to, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want the boobs, I want to be this. Well, my trans sisters, like, come on.
Right. But see how strong the tie is. You know, like, I just I could be more objective in it and just call it and say I agree that you know, with the way Wade is doing with his 12-year-old, but I'm not gonna say I agree because it's an issue dealing with my trans sisters. It's like, I don't feel that they're my sisters, or I don't. If anything, the closest tie, like, I'm a homosexual, the closest tie I feel with anything in the LGBT will be with the lesbians. Because I have the same sex attraction and they have the same sex attraction. I don't think I have much in common with bisexuals.
But look, let me tell you how we all can be together.
Yeah.
Trans, lesbians, homosexuals, gay, or whichever SGL. We all gotta eat. We all gotta live in this get oxygen. We all want to have homes over our heads, whether I got a big one or a small one, or I ain't got nothing. You see, all the things that should bring us together as a people.
This show is popping.
Education.
I really like the topic in the call.
All of these things that can make us great as a person, whether you black, white, big, all of these things are little, but they have made certain people think that they are big. So if you don't call me a she and I'm a he, I'm mad. I'm calling 911. See, this is what I'm saying. That we have to get our priorities are all crazed out. Like I said, my 12-year-old, if I had a 12-year-old now, they come up to me, you don't care your butt and read the book, you don't do your chores. We're gonna discuss it after this. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Okay, you're gonna earn being the gender you want to be. Because that ain't what I had out of my stuff. You're gonna earn it. That way, when you get there, to be what you want to be, you're gonna be really into your womanhood or your manhood. Because Mr. Cole Tyler gonna make you earn it.
Right. As a parent, they would have to satisfy a standard that you have to convince you as a parent that it's real. You know that, and it's not some simple, foolish decision that they're making at the time simply because they are too young and don't understand.
Yeah, they're too young. They do not
understand. To me, that's
commendable.
I think that's what any parent should do. But before I go, I still want to say, like, even with the resources that are available, it's still more work to be done. The United States is a large place with black. I only care about black people. So with black gay, homosexual.
Resources. There are a lot of resources that were not out there a lot of 20 pockets, years ago.
Yeah, like a lot of the resources is where it's distributed, and it only hits a lot of the major cities. But then there's small pockets with where epidemics are just still with black homosexual homelessness. That's and these be teens, yo. These be teens a lot of times. But thanks for the talk. Yeah. I'm a listener.
Well, I'm really enjoying the discussion. I'm really enjoying the discussion, and also, if there are any teens listening, this young man, Yami, is an advocate. And there are resources for you all. If you are a teen watching, we love you. And as you can see, Mr. Cole Tyler, I love everybody. I just want you to be the best you and not put, your gender and things before your beautiful mind. because your mind is what's going to take you places. Okay, your mind is what's going to help you to be able to count that money and make money. Okay, we might got some strippers out there, but you can still get taken advantage of if you don't have a beautiful mind. Okay, if you do decide to use your goods, okay, you still want to be smart. You still want to think strategically. Okay, that's why you have to use this mind. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Not your gender, your mind. Okay, so let me take Miss Philadelphia. I think this is her calling. All right.
Said it, yo.
All right, thank you. Call back, Miss Philadelphia. I'm sorry, I'm too, Yes, they say your mind is a terrible thing to waste, not your gender. Okay, y'all, all my young people out there, and if you want to transition in all these things, okay, yes, you feel this way, you feel inside, you're in a body you're not supposed to be in, okay, but let's think about love. Let's think about education. Let's think about respecting yourself and your parent at 12 years old. Oh, sorry, Miss Philadelphia. You call. Okay, who is this? This is Miss Nicole Tyler. What are your comments?
Hi, Miss Nicole Tyler. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I am. This is a good conversation.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon
to your hearts and roses. This is Cookie Singletary.
Hi, Cookie Singletary.
I'm calling because when you live long enough, you go through some things. And I remember when my daughter was in elementary school, I was on a parent-teachers association. And they introduced the rainbow curriculum. And I was like, what is that? And they started introducing the LGBT to the children because a lot of children have same-sex parents. And I was totally against it because I'm a Christian and da-da-da-da-da. Fast forward, life goes on. I went back to school in my 40s.
Okay.
And I took psychology and I took social work.
Okay.
And Miss Nicole, my whole mindset kind of changed because times have changed. And I'm a mother first, and I look at all children as my children. We have to have hearts of compassion. And I have seen children in the college setting where they were put out of their homes because their parents didn't agree with their aesthetics, the hair, the rainbow hair, the pink hair, the nails, and even myself, I had to learn how to not let my facial expression show when I'm not in agreement with something because you don't want to put people off.
Right.
And I would work in the school setting with the youngsters, and I just sometimes, to be honest, Miss Nicole, I couldn't tell. if it was a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
And I would be like, oh my God, and you don't want to offend the kids. You don't want to do that.
Right.
And I would be praying so hard, Miss Nicole. I'm like, God, I don't want to offend people. I believe in my Christian morals, but your Christian morals, sometimes you don't want to, take your Bible and be beating people over the head with it.
Well, this is what I'm going to say. When it comes to the Bible, we got to understand the Bible was written in 16, what is it? When was the Bible written? What's the date on the Bible?
I think it's 1640 something.
1600s or something like that. King James and all these things. Even though they say allegedly he was a homosexual, allegedly. So hope don't nobody get mad. This is alleged.
Right, but what I'm saying.
But there is a Christian. But I know as a Christian, sometimes you got to separate. Even though the Bible does have a lot of good values, teaching tools, all these things like that, but we got to remember, I don't think the Bible ever talked about young people wearing pink hair or blue hair.
But this is what I'm saying. So now you understand my dilemma.
Right, so now you got to bring yourself that's of today. You got your values from the Bible, but still you the one who are living in this experience today.
Exactly. And then the worst thing you could be called is a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's true.
The worst thing you could be called is a hypocrite. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, love is love. When you love people, you don't really look at what's on the outside. You try to look at what's on the heart.
Right.
You understand? So it's like these kids, they come up and they have social media, they have the TV, they have the movies, and they come to you for guidance, and you don't want to judge them. You try to nurture them.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's just very confusing. And someone said when they call about Dwyane Wade, he has a lot of money. And I don't think his child is in a public school setting.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because our children who are in a public school setting, a lot of times they come to school hungry. They come to, and then they mothers, a lot of single mothers, their mothers depend on the school system. They're not doing homework with them at night. They're not doing homework, so the school system is technically like their family.
Yeah.
Because they're there for a lot of hours in the day. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got this one teasing this one. Oh, why you dressing like that? Why you looking like that? And then this child is trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, I went through that, but and a lot of people went through that. And also a lot of us are letting social media raise our child. And social media is putting a lot of these thoughts in our children's minds. We're gonna stick with the 12-year-old thing. We're not gonna go above and say the teens. The 12-year-old mind, a lot of them have iPads, iPhones, things that we didn't have. We had the squiggly phone thing. And a lot of times my phone was cut off. My mama couldn't afford the doggone phone bill. Okay. So a lot of these kids are letting the phones, iPads, and all these things, Twitter, raise the doggone kids and putting a lot of these ideas in the kids. And these are for the kids that say they want to transition, and these are for the kids who think, now I ain't gonna say they are gay, they think they gay because of social media. And then when they get 18 and 19, they realize it was a phase I was going through. It was just a phase. But during that time, you sitting up there dealing with this confused person who, maybe the parents are working a lot. Maybe, they don't have that guidance, and they all letting social media raise the child. This is just another side. I know what you're saying, but I'm doing another side piece. And they be confused. Go ahead, ma'am.
Right, you're in the school system. I'm in my daughter's in the school, and she comes home with stories, and she just shakes her head, and she said, "Mommy, these kids, they don't listen. You can't discipline them. You can't discipline them. You can't say nothing to them, period.
You sure can't.
And say what they want to say to you, but you cannot discipline these children.
You can't.
You get down, child.
It is bad.
It's a very delicate situation where society is giving license to a lot of stuff.
Right. And I would definitely say, definitely say society in social media, because that's a society too. And see, when you got social media and society raising your kid, even if you're there, this kid still can sneak off. And I mean, come on, look at when you got girls' schools, and they wear all these little uniforms, and those girls go to those girls' schools, and they be doing all kind of this stuff. And they be saying that they virgins, but they be doing this.
Yeah,
like, come on, let's get it. Can we talk about it? So
they go in their bathroom and change the clothes and be doing all this.
They be doing all kind of crazy stuff. So I mean, go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, and they have the tight clothes. The blouse is so small, their breast is busting out the blouse.
They doing all kind of stuff.
Pencil. I'm telling you, I've seen it. Nobody ain't tell me. I used to be in class with them. I couldn't say nothing. I'm not their mother, but I used to be in class seeing these girls, and I used to be like, okay.
Yeah, that's why you still have to have that old mama mammy mentality, to where you got to threaten your damn kids. Y'all, that's where I come from. I'm sorry if nobody like it. But I know one thing, after I get through laying my doggone kids out and y'all don't live by what I'm teaching, you can go. But trust me, after I get through laying my kids out and they come back, Mama, we sorry. What you want me to do, Mama?
But that's what I'm saying, Miss Nicole. We come from a different age.
What you want me to do, Mama?
Opinion, my mother's opinion was my opinion. Okay? We didn't have an opinion. What our mother said, that's what our opinion was.
That's the end of it.
Okay? If my mother said, you like blue, I say, yes, I like blue. You understand what I'm saying?
That's the end of that. And that's right.
But this generation right here, it's just like, wow. And it's just like when you work in a public setting and you a social worker and you a psychologist, then you got to be bound by the laws and all of that. It's like very sensitive.
The law not paying my bills. The law not paying my bills, okay? The law not putting this food in your mouth and the law not putting these clothes. You try me if you wanna. I'm
talking about as a social worker. You can't do certain things. Your license to be at stake. You know,
well,
you have to follow the rules and regulations. It's just very sensitive.
It's very sensitive, but I mean, to go back to Dwyane Wade, you know, I understand having to talk with little Zion. I understand having to talk. I understand being supportive, but at the same time, you are the parent. Without you bouncing no basketball, you would not have the life that I'm giving you. Because like I said, to go back to the point I made earlier, these kids, some of these rich kids, they have not earned SHIT. They got D's.
Right,
they got D's. They ain't earned nothing.
Our kids are different. Our kids are vulnerable because they don't have the Dwyane Wade money.
Well, yeah, that's true.
They don't have the Dwyane Wade money. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then a mother who's doing as best as she can, and her child is coming in the house and doing all of this stuff, and she put that child out because the child is becoming defiant, and she put that child on the street. Now that child becomes a victim of whatever because they want to live their truth, and they don't even know what their truth is. They want to live their truth
at 12 years old. Now, I mean, I was a hard parent, but I was a good parent too. I still took my kids and spoiled my kids, but at the same time, I'm mama. My kids used to be walking in the store holding their hands. And people used to be like, what did you do to them kids?
Exactly.
I ain't playing no games. I'm out here working. My marriage ain't going great. I got to go to school. I'm talking about me. And I got these two little kids I got to take care of. And then you think I'm going to, just because y'all cute, because my kids were so cute. Y'all think because y'all cute, y'all going to, and I'm going to be like, oh, y'all, I'm not, mama ain't raising no punks. And let me tell y'all what my daughter would tell y'all today. My daughter would tell y'all this. My mama ain't raised no BITCH. And that what she tell all her friends. My mama ain't raised no BITCH. No, that what my daughter would tell you straight up. Nick, I didn't play them games as no parent. I'm sorry, y'all. Just be getting into it. Go ahead, ma'am.
My daughter, she used to get teased in school because she used to say yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, don't worry about them. I still say yes, ma'am, and sir. I'm still saying it to you. Don't worry about them. Exactly. And my daughter was raised like that. That's how I was raised.
Yeah, I still say ma'am and sir.
They try to make us feel like we are outdated. We don't know.
No.
Respect. I say, and I hate to say, because my daughter get mad, but the generation past, what, 2000? Wow.
That's why I be saying, ma'am, I'm gonna let you go and take another call. That's why I say I hope I don't get sick. I be trying to take care of myself the best I can, y'all. Because I say if I have to go into the hospital or a nursing home or anything, I am in trouble.
You better say it again.
That's one of my fears. My fear is to get sick and gotta go to these places because these young kids, they ain't got no work ethic. They on the phone. They like I said, they care about transitioning more than they care about feeding their face. They care about breast implants and little stupid stuff. To me, I ain't gonna say it's stupid. People, oh, you saying it's stupid, but I'm saying they don't have no good values and stuff today. Okay, ma'am, let me let you go.
Like I had surgery and I was yelling at my daughter. I'm like, let me tell you something. If I have to get somebody to help me, you gotta roll. You gotta go.
That's right. I be trying to take care of myself, y'all. Yes, I do. Okay, ma'am, let you go and take another
Okay,
call.
take care.
Thank you so
All
much.
right,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm scared to death, and I always talk about that. I always talk about that, like, these kids nowadays, they ain't gonna be no good nurses. They ain't got no good work ethic or nothing. They don't care about you. Child, Hello, this is Nicole Tyler. What is your comment?
Hello, Nicole Tyler. I
Hey.
was calling in because I wanted to say, speaking of the subject of Dwyane Wade and his son,
Yeah.
he's only 12 years old, and I think it's a little bit too much going on for him to be 12. And I was just brought up in you the parent, you're the child, parent and
Me
child
too.
era. So it has to be boundaries, and what I say goes.
Yeah.
So
right.
At 12 years old, I couldn't wear no shirt with my stomach showing.
Right.
At 12 years old, I couldn't wear long little nails and heels.
We couldn't even afford it anyway. Go ahead,
I
man.
mean, so at that age, I couldn't wear. I mean, and then it's like, why the world have to know that he want to transition and change the name, and just putting all of that pressure on your son? I mean, I understand these celebrities, but I'm like, wait a minute, ain't this flip along? Like, what's going on?
It's sad. It's sad for Dwyane Wade. It shows that he is not really a parent. That he's a parent that wants to be the child's friend. He doesn't have any. What kind of parental guidance? Is he the man in the family? Does he wear the pants in the family? Like, come on now.
I don't think he's the man. I think that he puts on that he's the man in that household.
He definitely not no James Evans.
He's the man in that household at all.
There is no James Evans, honey. He is not a James Evans. Okay, child.
Yeah.
That's a mess.
I don't know what's going on. I have two sons, and I can't help how they feel. If they want to be gay, or if they are going to be gay, I can't stop that. But what I only want to do while you're in my household and you're a child, we're not doing all of that. No, you can't get a weave in your hair. No, you can't get your nails done. No, you can't wear pants.
Who gonna buy all this stuff? Who gonna pay for this?
We're not doing that.
Who gonna pay for this?
You know what I'm saying? And it comes from a young age where your sons are young, and you say, no, you don't sit like that. Don't cross your leg.
Right.
And your daughter, even your daughter, she has a dress on. She sit with her legs open up.
Right.
You say, no, you close your legs. This starts as little adults.
Right.
Once they get older, whatever they're going to be, that's what they're going to be.
Right.
But guess what? If you want to transition, my son's name is Zaire. If you want to be Zaira, you gotta be Zaira at 18.
You're right. Not in my household right now while you're 12.
Yeah, and how about this? I even thought about it, and I said, I won't kick my child out because I don't want my kids to, I don't want them on Old Street. I mean, I'm in Philadelphia. I don't want them on Old Street, Old York Road, where Cookie 123 is. I don't want them on Old York Road selling publicity.
Right.
So I'm gonna be like, you know what? You can stay here, this and that, but at least they 18. I can't change their mind.
Right.
But why? At least 16, 17. You gay.
But look, let me bring up this point. I'm gonna take another. Let me take another call. I'm gonna take another call. I'm gonna bring up something else that happened. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now, also, do you all remember? Because we're just having a good old chat. Do you all remember that Charlize Theron, she adopted a black child. I don't know if she adopted the black child from Africa, but I think the little boy girl is maybe 7 or 8 now. And at 3 years old, she took the little boy to her grandmother's house, and I guess they were calling him by his name, and he said, well, I don't want to be that no more. I want to be whatever the girl name is. So now this is 3. So what she's been doing, he's like 7 or 8 now. So what she has been doing is dressing the little boy in girls' clothes for the last 4 or 5 years. This is going on. I did a story on that about a year ago. Yes, this is Nicole Tyler. What is your comment?
Hi, Miss Nicole. How are you?
Hey, I'm great.
I just wanted to say that yes, 12 years old is too early of a time to
hold on, Marilyn. I'm gonna answer you in a minute. Go ahead, young lady.
It's yes, too, in my opinion, too early to start having surgeries and transitioning and things of that nature. But I feel as though who else would you want your child to come to other than you as a parent when they're feeling this way? Whether it's them feeling as if they were born in the wrong body, whether it's them saying I'm gay. To me, I would rather be the person that my child comes to. And a lot of times, social media does get a bad rap, and it applies pressure to kids to live up to certain standards. I get that, but also it oftentimes it maybe allows kids who are different to see other kids who are similar, and maybe it, on the other hand, has that child thinking, well, you know what, maybe I'm not so different. Maybe it's not something so wrong with me anyway. Maybe it's okay to be or feel the way that I feel. So I just feel that whenever there can be an open line of communication between a child and a parent, regardless of what it is, I always think that's a positive. Now, what happens afterwards and how those steps are followed through, that's something different. But we should always encourage open lines of communication for our kids to be able to come to us and talk to us and tell us anything. Because I, as a parent, would rather know and understand how my child feels so that we could research it and we could go about it as a family instead of the child feeling like an outcast or as if they're out there on their own.
Yeah, and I do want to say that is sad, you know, like Yamin said, you know, we have a lot of these kids are being put out. A lot of these kids are homeless and all these things. And I do want to say that there are resources out there for these kids now that were not out there 5 and 10 and 15, 20, 30 years ago. So I just don't see that where, I mean, I do understand that you still got some parents that are detached from reality of what's going on. But nowadays we do have resources. There are resources.
In the Black community. Especially in the Black community, there are. And I understand that there are outside resources available, but I'm sure, and I can't speak for a child who wants to transition or a homosexual or anything like that, because I'm a heterosexual, but I'm sure that a child will want to go to their parent and be able to be accepted,
well, you know what?
be loved, be able to have the conversation with their parent.
I don't agree with that last part. Only because I don't agree with the last part is that a child would rather go to their parents, and I'm only saying that because nowadays we got social media. Social media rules these kids nowadays, and what I want to say to you all, let's flip it around to where, what if the child has already agreed in their mind that they want to do these things and they don't want to go to their parents, and their parents don't know because the child ain't even come to them because they got the social media. Now I do know that's going on. There are a lot of parents that want to be in their child's life, and the child locks them out. The child is Go ahead, ma'am.
You maybe if the child doesn't want to tell the parent, that's one thing. But having the parent be open enough where the child understands that their mom or their dad, and it's not about being a child's friend. It's just letting the child know that whatever it is, that you can come to me, you can talk to me, whatever. If there's an issue, if there's something you're feeling, there's open dialogue. You can come here first.
Well, I agree, but I agree. I give you 50-50 on that because I do work like the young lady. I do work with some kids. And like I said, they'll rather go to their friends or they'll rather go to their friends' boyfriends or some or vice versa. And they don't want to let mama know. And sometimes it ain't even got nothing to do with their mama's not loving and caring. A lot of these kids are just defiant. And they want to be, they raised by Twitter or they raised by, they just raised by social media. Sometimes it ain't even the parents' fault that the kids don't want to let them in.
Yeah,
I mean, you got that. I mean, I do agree with the parents got to be this and the parents got to be loving and the parents got to do this. But what about some of these, you are doing this to your kids and one day you wake up, your kid ain't your damn kid no more. Sometimes you wake up and your kid ain't even letting you in. The kid locking the door. You don't know what the hell is going on. So we got all kinds of cases out there where, I mean, I understand what you're saying, and you're saying the right things.
You're right, but maybe it's just me. I just feel
no, you're saying the right thing. You're saying the right thing.
Yeah, if the child still doesn't want to let you in, I don't think the parent's job stops there. I think, you have to allow for breathing room and for the child to want to be able to come and talk to you and tell you. But at the same time, like I said, I just feel that open lines of communication, regardless of who it is, whether it's a parent-child, whether it's a coworker, whether it's a family member, I just think being open and not being judgmental and allowing people to having a safe space where a person can come and tell you and talk to you about what it is they're feeling. I think that's always a win. I think it's a win-win.
I agree. I agree with that 100%. But then you do have those parents that do that, and you just have a defiant child. We're gonna explore all of the possibilities. We're gonna explore everything.
Okay.
Sometimes it could be the parent is great. Sometimes it could, okay, yes, you too. Sometimes it could be the parent is just wonderful and great, and you got a damn defiant child. I'm just saying, we're gonna explore all of it. All right, we're gonna take one more call. Did y'all enjoy the show today? Cause like I agree with all of that, but at the end of the day, you 12 years old, I'm the parent. At the end of the day, you 12, I'm the parent. You gonna be my last call, Marilyn. Hello, this is Nicole Tyler. What is your comment?
I wish that Sean Bradley and Jay Wilson's mother had listened to this live, so they would have had more information on how to raise them, because both of them are crazy.
Yo.
You can tell they've been through something.
Yeah, it's sad. It is sad. A lot of them in our sector, actually.
Wiley too.
Yeah, a lot of the gay men in this sector. Unfortunately, like I said, there wasn't enough. There never was enough resources. There wasn't enough resources. Sometimes, the black women did not have that husband or that boyfriend or that strong male figure in the household. I mean, the black family. I mean, we've gone through a whole lot here in America.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot of those that contributed to what we see here on the streets, on the YouTube streets.
All right, and I believe with the unions, or actually, I forgot it's Dwyane Wade. He's supposed to be the man of the household, but look, I'm calling it the unions, like it's Gabrielle's household. But I know, like with them, it's a win-win for everybody, because Dwyane and Gabrielle get attention, so hopefully she could book more, be accepted by certain crowds who like that agenda, and then the little boy gets to be a little girl, so it just works out for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I came up in a time you're gonna earn it. You're gonna earn it with me, honey. You want to
make
be
that a song, Miss Nicole.
whatever you want. I need to make it a song.
You gonna earn it with me.
You're gonna earn it with me because I'm not gonna make your life easy. See, I didn't come up with no millions of dollars. I came up with holes in my shoes, literally touching the pavement daily. Holes in my shoes. So when I did get a pair of shoes, y'all, you would have child was keeping them shiny and clean. So I came up from that. Okay. So I told y'all my kids will tell you that my kids, you know, even though I kind of spoil my kids, but at the same time, my kids know I'm out here working for this. If you want it, you're going to do some extras to get it. And both my kids right now, they got very good work ethic. They started working just like I did as a teenager, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't really ask me for a lot of things because if they do, if my kids ask me for things now, it's really they really need it.
Right.
You know, and it's not that I don't want to give it to them because I give it to them, but that's how much in their mind I put independent, be independent. You know, I'm always here. Don't be afraid to fail. But my kids know they're going to go and do it on their own first and see how far they can get on their own. They just ain't going to come to me with no big fat zero. And I got to do no, I ain't raised my kids like that. And also I like to work with my kids as well. So if y'all take 2 steps, I'll take 2 more steps, and God, you know, he's with all that. You know, so. Right. Okay, go ahead. You know, I always go off. Go ahead. What you got to say?
I mean, yeah, it's just that, and then also, like, I notice don't really call out the little boy for being fast, but he wears little shorts, crop tops, press on nails. Like, what 12-year-old girl we gonna just let wear that? She'd be called fast and all this other stuff. So, but you have to look at it, I guess, at the same time.
He's putting out the wrong message. Like, what kind of message you putting out? Well, a boy, now you're transitioning to be a girl, but you're wearing fast ass clothes that's sending out the wrong message to men and women.
Right, like that's what it's all about. And
let's keep it real.
I guess he has to because he's a boy, so if he wants to look like a girl, I feel like, I guess, to be more accepted, he feels like he has to do those type of things where a girl could not wear them, but she's still a girl. You know what I mean?
You got women out there who molest boys.
Yeah.
As well as, and you, like what kind of message is Dwyane Wade letting him, he putting out there? What kind of message? That's why I said Dwyane Wade, he's not no damn James Evans.
Right, no. I definitely don't like them sexualizing children. Like,
I think
that's
exactly
when he's an adult. That's for him to explore. But I mean, you know, he can know who he is or like what he feels like he wants. But at the end of the day, he's a child. They don't need to be making that like a big like spectacle where everyone's now talking about it. Like, he's 12. Why are we worried about who he wants to sleep with or that type of energy?
It's all a distraction from the mind to take you off of what God created, put you in your mind to be and do, to change this world for the next generation. They got your mind on midriff shirts. You a boy transitioning to a girl and you wearing midriff shirts. Now you got a tuck. Let's keep it. Can we keep it real?
We can keep it real.
Now you learn how to tuck. Okay, with some duct tape. Let's keep it real. I love RuPaul, but I'm gonna tell you, now you're learning at 12 years old how to tuck it back.
T.S. Madison.
And wearing fingernails. All of these things when you need to be focused on your damn studies. Instead of you putting $100 in your mind of Jordans and shooting each other for some Jordans on your feet, that when your shoes are in dirt every day, you could be putting some clean information that can transform the nation in your damn brain. Right. Go ahead. You know I be getting into it.
Yeah, just so much more we could be celebrating than that. You know, I'm not against an adult doing, you know, what they want to do with their life. But
right. If you're an adult, yeah.
Right, I mean, and then it's going to cost money for the surgery, the wigs, the makeup, whatever he's going to need to be a she. And, like, these are the years he could be in school, really get into something, but he's being celebrated
It don't even make no sense. Like I told you. Hopefully they get to see this damn video that Miss Nicole talented and constructed today. Okay. Me and my daggone hearts and roses. All right.
Yeah,
my main message is education. No, I'm saying my main message that I want to put out there is education for the nation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you want to be all these things, okay, whoop-de-doo. But you're 12 years old. All right, that's my main goal is preparing the next generation. What's your last thought?
My last thought really is just, and then the surgery itself. I saw like this visualization of how like they do it. It looks so terrible. Oh my Lord! And I don't think after you even really gets, I don't want to say anything foul in your chat, but like sexual pleasure after getting it, like I think it's kind of numb. They just redo the whole CUP differently. Like if you want to be a woman or if you want to be a man, they turn it outside so you have something hanging. But I don't think it's going to stick up or work. And if you're trying to be a woman, you're going to have to put some stuff in there to loosen it up. Like, I just don't know why people would want that anyway. Just be happy the way God created you. You can be fluid or explore your sexuality as an adult if that's what you choose to do. Right. But I mean, for children, why that's such a lifelong decision. Let's not even act like that's okay. It's not.
Well, I hope all y'all watch my channel today and see what Miss Nicole Tyler and all her wonderful callers and what the chat had to say about this situation. Okay, trust me, it ain't your normal car chronicles, okay? I think we did a good job being very blunt and candid and informative as we can be, okay?
Right, bye, Chad. Bye, Nicole. You look wonderful today.
Thank you so much.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Everybody, make sure you send some super chats. We all view into the show, so
Thank you.
Send a cash app here and there.
Thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much for being a great caller and great information. Thank you so much.
No problem. And we have to support our people like everybody else supports theirs, which means financially.
That's right.
By viewing, so I already told you I'm gonna get you next week.
That's right, you sure did.
My funds.
Well, thank you. All right, bye-bye. All right, did y'all enjoy the show today? I really did. I didn't know it would go in this direction, but that's why this show is live. This is a live doggone show. All right. I'm getting ready to go. We've been bullied, we've been bruised, we've been hurt, down and out. I've been hungry, I've been ashamed, I feel guilty, I want to shout. Why do you want to make me blind? Why can't I just speak my mind in the land of the free? Just let me be me. Somebody calling in, no more calls. No more calls. When is it gonna be my time? I sacrifice so much of I want the good life too. Do I have to start for love? Am I beautiful the way I am? I bleed just like you do. Do money separate us? Do my irritate you in the land of the free? That person's still calling in. I'm going to take their call off of line. Anyway, y'all, I am Miss Nicole Tyler. Thank y'all for being with us today. Share this video and subscribe, okay? I love all of you all, and I hope to see you all on the YouTube streets, okay? Mwah. Mwah.